Hi, this is my video on the Smatree SmartPole Q3. Now this is the Q3 Osmo edition, and the unique thing with the Osmo edition is this selfie stick, even though it's got a picture of a GoPro on there, which can be used with a GoPro or any other action camera, this selfie stick is really for the Osmo Pocket. Quickly go around the box. As it says up here at the top, Smatree SmartPole, and it's part of the Q series, and it's a monopod selfie stick. Picture of the selfie stick on the front. We have the Smatree branding on the side. On the back here stays the same, and at the bottom here, even though this is a label from Amazon, it says the Smatree Q1 for Osmo. Now you can pick this up from Amazon for £17. This is what you get in the box when you open up the box. First things first, you get a little card which is attached to the selfie stick, and it's just basically a little instruction card showing you how to retract and extend the selfie stick. And on the back here, just general usage of the selfie stick and how to use the ball head on the selfie stick. I'll go around the selfie stick and we'll come to, you get a small wrist lanyard on there, but with this wrist lanyard, as you can notice, there is no adjustment on this lanyard, so it's just a plain wrist lanyard. Next we get a GoPro thumbscrew made out of plastic with a nut on the end, a concealed nut on the end, closed nut. So you get that with it. Now we get the Osmo Pocket holder here with a GoPro style end, and I'll quickly go through this. Now, as I go through the video, I am sorry, but I used to have an Osmo Pocket and I have sold that because I didn't make much use of that camera. So bear with me, I will go through all of this, but without the Osmo Pocket, I'm sorry for that. Now, as you can see, the holder here for the Osmo Pocket has a C-shape design, and which has the adjustment screw here to adjust this platform here, or this side panel here, to make it tighter or looser when you place the Osmo Pocket within inside there. We have rubber here, rubber on the back, and rubber on the sides here. So to grip your Osmo Pocket when you place your Osmo Pocket in. And as you can see, and I'll try and get this into focus if I can, try and get this focus, we have a unlock and lock. So to turn it that way unlocks it, and to turn it this way to the right locks it up. And last and not least is the actual selfie stick itself. Now I'm just going to go from the top down to the bottom. At the top here we have a GoPro tripod mount, and this is screwable, so you can screw this off like so, and it has a 1/4 inch thread at the bottom, and we have a concealed nut here on the side, which is good because it has this kind of brass look to it. Then we have the ball head itself with a 1/4 inch thread on the top, and the ball head platform here has rubber, and the whole entire ball head, which I like with Smatree when it comes to their mini ball heads, it's made out of metal. Everything on there apart from the top here, this actual platform here, is all made out of metal. We have this nice lever here to release, and we can lock the ball head at 90 degrees and release it to go straight up and lock it into place, or in any angle. So that's one thing I like. And also with this is the ball head, you cannot screw this screw out, so which is quite good, but the ball head does not rotate. Next we have a little instruction here just showing you how to twist and unlock the actual stem of the selfie stick. Just a little explanation there. Then we have the words Smatree, which is printed on the actual selfie stick. Now the whole entire selfie stick is made out of metal and light aluminium, and it is covered in this matte black finish like all Smatree poles are done. And we come down to the handle here, and as you can see with Smatree, one thing I like with their particularly selfie sticks and action poles, you get quite a big handle on there, which is in two kind of steps. You have this thicker step up the top, narrowing to the bottom here to fit with the stem, and it's quite a large grippy kind of rubber with this kind of diamond texture within the handle. And at the very bottom here we have a hole for the lanyard to thread the lanyard through, and we have a 1/4 inch thread mount here to put this on a tripod. This is how it looks when it's fully extended, the Q1 Osmo from Smatree. Now from the bottom of the selfie stick to the very top where the GoPro tripod mount is, it measures 38.5 inches in length. Now that's what the manufacturers state, and I don't state that. I don't go by that, because to me they count the handle, the bottom of the handle to the very top of the mount, and to me you lose inches off the mount, stroke the ball head at the bottom of the ball head and the top of the handle. So I always go by that measurements between these 2 points, which I state again is the top of the handle to the bottom of the ball mount, and between these 2 points it's 29.5 inches. When collapsed, the actual length is 11.5 inches long, and that excludes the mount here at the top. So look at the actual shaft or stem of the selfie stick. It is covered, as I stated before, in a matte black finish, which I like when Smatree does that, with the words Smatree on the actual stick printed on. It does have these instructions here to say how to twist it. You can remove them, they're just stickers, they're not exactly printed onto the selfie stick, so it can be removed. And as you can see for yourself, it actually extends out into 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Each section here, between 3 sections here, is covered with a collar, and as you can see at the back here or at the front, they've got these kinds of studs which hold the collar. Now this is a dislike that I have from Smatree. It's a real bugbearer, because Sandmark, who do use that sometimes, or even use the twist lock system, they have their plastic collars, and even GoPro have their plastic collars in a black. Now if Smatree did the same, it gives this more a premium feel and a premium look to it. If it was just coloured in black, they can still use the same kind of procedure, but just paint or just have black plastic, sorry, for these collars instead of white. And as I said, it will give it a better looking feeling to it. But in saying that though, it is a very good pole, and you do get a seam. You get 2 seams, one running down the front and sides and back. It all depends on the sections, how the sections was placed together, but you do get a double seam on each section, which is quite good, and that is for strength. As I stated before, I wish I had an Osmo Pocket to fit in there, but basically I'm just going to use my 2 fingers, and I'm not swearing at you. Your Osmo Pocket would tend to fit that way in, like, I don't want to do the 1 finger, but it will fit that way in with the camera unit sitting at the top here. So it's up to you which way you want to place the Osmo Pocket in there. You can either have it facing towards yourself or facing outwards. I personally think facing towards yourself is a lot better, because at least you can touch the record button. You do not get a remote with this particular selfie stick to operate the Osmo Pocket mini ball head, but the ball head has this attached little lever to release, so you can go from literally a 90-degree angle with your Osmo Pocket, even though your Osmo Pocket would be looking that way, looking straight up or straight down, because it'd be facing that way out, or even that way. So it'd be horizontal in there. Or you can angle it into, I try and do this there, angle it into place like that and just press the lever. Or you can twist it from side to side. That's quite good. It has a 360-degree turn at the top. As I stated before, you don't necessarily have, even though this is built for the Osmo Pocket, because of the tripod mount at the top, you don't necessarily have to use a DJI Osmo Pocket with it. It has, because it's got the tripod mount at the GoPro style tripod mount at the top. You can also use a GoPro or any other action camera that have the fingers of the GoPro on its case or built onto the camera, like the GoPro HERO 8 does. Not only you can use those kind of cameras, you can use your Yi cameras, your SJCAMs, and any other action camera that is able to take a 1/4" thread in there. So if they got a female 1/4" thread built into the bottom, you can place it on there. You can also place your 360 cameras depending on which one it is. If you've got the Insta1R, you can place this on there and this will not show up obviously in your shot when you're doing a 360 video or picture. The same with the GoPro HERO Max and the Fusion, they can go on there. Now, if your 360 camera is very thin, similar thinness to the Insta1X, then I'm afraid this is going to show up in there. The platform base will show up, not so much this because you don't need the thumbscrew or the GoPro mount for that camera, but the platform base along with this bit on the side here, the lever on the side, will show up. The wobble test with this. Now, when I shake that, because of the weight of the camera with the selfie stick, because most of the weight is obviously going to be with the camera that you place on there, and I know I'm going to get asked this, yes, you can place a mobile phone on there if you've got the proprietary mobile phone clamp on there with a 1/4" thread, so you can place a mobile phone on there. So in case I get questions like that, yes, you can use a mobile phone. You also can use a compact camera on there, obviously by removing the mount at the top. As for mirrorless cameras, I tried with a Canon. I use a Canon M6 and Mark II, and you cannot place that on there. I've tried it. You can't have it fully extended. You'll have to probably bring it down to halfway point because the camera is a bit too heavy for this selfie stick. So personally, your point and shoot cameras, you'd probably get away with the Sony RX cameras. You'd probably get away with that and point and shoot cameras of that particular size. But mirrorless cameras and DSLR cameras, forget it. Don't use it on this selfie stick. If you do, I suggest that you keep it at the halfway point and only have this extended to half its point here if you're going to use it. Now I'll do the wobble test, what I was going to do before. And I have to admit, this is, with all Smatree selfie sticks, this is quite sturdy. So for the price of £17 in the UK, this to me is a very good selfie stick, especially if you've got the Osmo Pocket and you need a selfie stick for that, because just alone with this unique clamp that you get, which I haven't seen comes with any other selfie stick apart from with the Smatree, and I could be wrong about that. If I'm wrong, please put it down in the comment section, which other company does do this clamp with their selfie stick. but that is a unique clamp. And as I stated before, the clamp is made out of metal. Here's my 2p worth on the Smatree Q1 Osmo selfie stick. I'll start off with the cons first about this selfie stick. And the first con has to do with the collars. Now the collars between each section, which I showed you before in the video, and I'll try and get this out to show you, the collars are white. Now I don't know why Smatree does this, because normally it's cheaper companies that do this. If Smatree had these in black, it gives it a more premium look to it. If they had them just in black, so that's a con. These white collars plastic collars between each section. The next con, and it could be a con to some people and it could be just a plus to some people, so this falls in either camp. It's the twist section to lock each section into place when you want your desired length or you want it fully extended out. It's the twist lock system. Some people like the twist lock system. Me, I can go either. I can go either way with the twist lock system. It all depends on the build quality of the actual selfie stick. That influences me on the twist lock system. But there are some people out there who do not like the twist lock system on selfie sticks or action poles. They rather prefer a dedicated either clip for each section to lock it into place, or a twist I'd say a twist section, or locking twist section for each part, so you can lock it in, similar to what you get with monopods. They prefer that. The next con has to be with the GoPro style tripod mount at the top. Now, considering that you get the Osmo clamp here is made out of metal, all of it is made out of metal. They could have made this particular unit up here, which is removable. They could have made this tripod mount out of metal, and that would have been really good. Even if they charged an extra £2 on top, because it's still a worthwhile selfie stick, that would have been the icing on the cake for this. So that's a con for me, making this out of plastic. Now for the pros. And the pros on this Q1 Osmo selfie stick is the build quality. Apart from the colors being in white plastic, this follows all Smatree poles. They are well built. I would say in the list of build quality action poles and smart poles, to me, I would say Sandmark, then GoPros, then Smatree, to me are the best build quality selfie sticks that you can get on the market, which are good value for money. The GoPro one, not so much value for money, because personally, what you pay for the GoPro selfie sticks, I would just buy the Sandmark. But for build quality, I would say they are the top three. So it's Sandmark, GoPro, Smatree, to me in that order, are the best quality selfie sticks. There are other little companies, but for the big main ones, it's them three. The next pro has to be the ball head at the top of this selfie stick. One thing I like when Sandmark do selfie sticks with a mini ball head at the top, they're always in metal, not plastic. Some companies, they will build a good selfie stick but cheapen out on the ball head on top by making it plastic, especially the body of it in plastic. They'll probably make the stem of the ball head in metal, but they make the ball head itself in plastic. This is an all metal construction, as I stated, with just a bit of rubber on the top. So that to me is a good con, a good plus not con, sorry, a good pro for this particular selfie stick. It's a good pro, not a con, a pro. The next two pros has to be, for one is the price. For £17, considering that this is really a selfie stick dedicated to the Osmo Pocket, but you, as I said, you can also use other action cameras with that particular mount, with the actual tripod mount here. And also if you have an action camera or a point and shoot camera with a 1/4 inch thread, you can use that on here as well. And that's what I like with that. That is a big pro with this, and with this Smatree selfie stick, is that it's an all-rounder when it comes to using with other cameras. The only thing you cannot use with this, which has to go in the con pile, is you can't use mirrorless cameras on this. I suggest don't use them. They're too heavy for this thing. And also you can't use DLSR cameras on there. They're too heavy. With a mirrorless camera, if you insist on using one on here, I would keep it at half the length. I wouldn't fully extend it, keep it at half the length, because you most likely will damage this. And last but not least, on the Pro, is the extras. You do get, with Smatree, you do get a wrist lanyard, as I stated before, the mount, which I've constantly showed you. You get and I'm missing the nut off there, but you do get a nut on there. I'll try, let me just put that on there for you folks, just in case. But you do get a nut with a GoPro thumbscrew, even though the thumbscrew is made out of plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap. I have to admit, it doesn't feel cheap. So you do get that with it as well. That was a bit out of focus there. And last but not least, you get this DJI Osmo Pocket clamp mount with a GoPro end. So that's one thing I like with Smatree, that you do get, I'd say, slightly more than your money's worth with it. What I think about the Smatree Q1 Osmo Edition selfie stick, I think it's a great all-rounder altogether, well worth the £17, and if you can get it cheaper on a deal on Amazon, even better. That's even better. I told you about the cons and I told you about the pros. I hope I didn't get any of them mixed up. All right. If I have, please let me know down in the comment section. Now, if you happen to have the Smatree Q1 Osmo Edition selfie stick, please let me know what you thought about it, because your opinions are different to my opinions and I have not used that line for ages. Please let me know down in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I perfectly understand my videos can be long, but I like to go into detail to save you the trouble of when you buy the product, you know what to expect. So that's why my videos are long. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you next time.